want one.
Hey guys, this is Callum from EnglishShooting and welcome back to the channel. We're here in the Bluefield Sports gun room, but we've got, again, something with a long barrel and a long rod. This seems to be a bit of a habit at the moment, but very grateful for Otto from Cotswold Classic Arms for bringing this down, because it's something that I've wanted to get down on the range and get my hands on, which is a, let's say, CZ long barrel pistol. He says it's somewhere in the middle between, say, a Shadow 1 or a Shadow 2, but it's an Antreg Zenith in 22. So you're all gonna see this and straight off the bat think it's a CZ. It is completely compatible with all of the aftermarket parts from a CZ, so things like your grips, your sights, all of the controls, and he says there's actually a lot of modified and upgraded CZ components already in the gun. But it's made by Antreg. It's called the Zenith 22S, and it offers a 2.2 long barrel pistol version of a, say, CZ Shadow 1, Shadow 2. So I do have to caveat that this isn't a review, it's more of an introduction to this gun, because this is only one of two in existence here in the UK, and it's one of their prototype development models. So I don't think it's very fair for me to fully review it, but we did go down the range and I did test it, and I was very, very surprised. You'll all know how much I love the Walther PPQ, and I've shot the CZ Shadow 2 previously out in Nizza. I can't deny that they're great guns, and obviously they're very, very honed in for competition. A lot of the top shooters in the world use those guns, so that's got to say something. I've always found them just to be a little large and cumbersome. I've also always struggled with all of the controls. So going into it, I was a little apprehensive. I know they're good guns. I know the reputation of, say, the CZ Shadows is sort of second to none. And picking this up and handling it, I did get a chance at the Target Shooting Show a year ago, and this is a great quality gun. I really can't knock it, but shooting it, I was like, I don't know if it's gonna knock the PPQ off the top spot for me. Incredibly impressed. And it does sort of make me a little bit tempted to maybe go for one of these over the Walther PPQ, and that's mainly down to the trigger. Now, the Walther PPQ long barrel pistol that I've reviewed, that has a standard trigger. I'm sure there's a lot of work that could be put into that to get it a lot better, but this thing is light and absolutely rapid on the single action, and you can go a lot faster with it. You can't ignore that it has the 12-inch barrel and the rod on the end to make it UK legal, and again, if you don't know, in the UK we can't have short arms. They need to be at least 24 inches overall length, hence the rod, and you need to have a minimum length of 12 inches for the barrel. So I know some people absolutely hate this. It's better than nothing in my mind, and it's absolutely fantastic to see yet another option there on the UK market. The magazines as well, I'm super impressed with. So it comes with standard with a 12-round magazine. Otto is working on his extenders, and I believe he said that you can get 22, 23, 24 around that. It's not completely finished. It's still in development. This is very much a prototype, but it was running. Obviously a little bit more work. It's not going to look like this, but it's going to allow you to get 20 plus rounds overall. So great for competition, and really being based on say a CZ Shadow 1 or 2, it is going to be absolutely ready for competition. Those guns are undeniably ready for competition, and this is very, very close to them. You have all the enlarged levers, so you've got your enlarged mag release there. You can get on it really easily. Even with my short thumbs, this mag release I can actually use with one hand for once. You can see that the mags aren't dropping free. Otto's well aware of that. They are going to work on maybe weighting the mags to make them drop free, or maybe some modifications there in the mag well. Yes, I'd prefer that this gun didn't have the rod, but it is a super high quality rod. Sometimes some manufacturers just like to stick something on there, you know, it's almost like an afterthought. This is finished to the same standard as the rest of the gun, and I think it's actually quite nice for a rod. The barrel is a Lothar Walther barrel, so super high quality, and something that I love to see on long barrel pistols is that it's not a Frankenstein gun. This is made at the Antreg factory. Everything is assembled by them and it's sent over, so everything is matched. It's not a bit from here, a bit from there, and then cobbled together. It comes directly from the factory, ready to go. So for me, every single time a long barrel pistol has been done like that, they've been super reliable. They've been overall better quality than the ones that have been hand built here in the UK. The retail price for this variation is going to be about £1,800. So is it a Walther PPQ beater on the price? Absolutely not. It's 2-3 times the cost of a Walther PPQ, but I would say even at this stage, it is 2 or 3 times the gun. It is very tempting to go for one of these over the Walther PPQ. So one thing that does concern me, although again it's a prototype model and I know that Otto is going to be working on this, it is a split slide design. Now this is because it's 2-2, you're, instead of having to reciprocate the whole slide, you're only reciprocating that bit of metal there, which makes it a lot more reliable and consistent. Unfortunately, that bit is very hard to get onto fast. I'm sure with, you know, a bit of training and drilling you would get there, but it is going to be a little bit more awkward than, say, the PPQ or other long barrel pistols on the market. However, they are going to do some modifications. There are going to be drilled and tapped holes in there so that you can mount on enlarged and bigger panels so that you can get onto it quicker. And Otto has also been talking there is going to be an open variant as well. So they're going to put sort of screw mountings for sights. They're also going to be putting the mountings so that you can put a side charger on there. And I think even for the standard, having some screw holes at the back there, you're going to be able to get something a bit chunkier that you can just get straight onto to be able to work that slide. Yeah, the price, it is very much at the top end of the long barrel pistol market, but you know, being based on the Shadow 1 and Shadow 2, they are super premium guns as it is. They are at the higher end of the pistol market. So really, if you're going to be making something that is going to suit that sort of shooter, someone that's used to a Shadow 1 or Shadow 2, it is going to be more expensive overall. The sights on it are pretty basic, just standard pistol sights there. You do have your adjustable rear sight. I would like to see maybe a fiber optic bead or even the white, say, Tipex dot on the front, but again, I had no problem getting on target with it. I had no problem doing some pretty quick plate racks with it. So yeah, initial impressions, very, very good. I'm very excited to see the finished product here. I would be very tempted to pick one of these up in this current state. So once Otto has put the work in and really refined it and, you know, gets it ready for release, I can see it being even better. So there we go, guys. If you want to learn more about this gun, go and check out Cotswold Classic Arms, or if you can't find them and you want to get in contact with Blue Field Sports, we will happily point you in the right direction. And I'm sure we'll probably get 1 or 2 of these in stock as soon as they're released. If for nothing else, just have a demo gun for people to be able to get their hands on and compare to the other LBPs that we have on the wall here. So thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please hit that thumbs up button and make sure you're subscribed for future videos. And as always, guys, I hope to see you soon.
Oh, I thought it was like, oh, I have to have a PPQ, I like the PPQ. Every time you handle a CZ, you want a CZ.